Welcome to Setting the Stage. I'm Brooke Savage. Jefferson Starship is coming to Daytona Beach February 16th, and Cathy Richardson from the band is here joining us to tell us all about it. Cathy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks.
Welcome. The first question I always ask is, how did you get into singing and performing?
Well, I guess I was always just a big ham, ever since I was a kid. And my mom was a singer, and she played the piano and sang, and was always getting us singing and family things. And I definitely had the bug, and I stood out, and everyone told me so. And I just got hooked.
That is so awesome to hear. And how did you end up joining the iconic band in 2008?
Oh, wow. Well, what a mind-blowing journey that was. I was a big fan in high school. Discovered Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship, and I bought all the albums, and I went to see Starship in concert. I actually saw Jefferson Starship one time in 1983 with their last tour before they splintered off and became Starship. And I still have the t-shirts that I wore back in high school. I mean, it's kind of amazing. But I always had my own band and my own music around Chicago, where I lived in the Midwest. Had a very popular local band and was doing the thing, making my own records, trying to get signed and playing a million gigs and doing all that. And eventually this show, Love Janis, came to town. It was about Janis Joplin, and they couldn't find an actor to do it. And they were asking, who can we get? And everybody kept saying my name. So I ended up getting cast in this Broadway show about Janis Joplin, which took me to New York and eventually to San Francisco, where I moved for a time. And I was invited to sing with Janis's band, Big Brother and the Holding Company, on tour with the headliner, Jefferson Starship. So I was so excited just to open for Jefferson Starship, being the fan that I was. And we went and did this tour, and the woman who had been singing with them for many years decided that was her last tour. And I just happened to be there, right in the right place at the right time. And they said, would you like to come sing in our band? And I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Of course. And I lived, in my apartment in San Francisco. Paul Kantner came over to my apartment, and I got out my stack of albums for him to see what a big fan that I was. And he hired me on the spot.
That is so funny. It's always like interesting to see how things work out. Are you still based in San Francisco?
No, I moved back to the Chicago area, where I've had a house here since the 90s, and I've lived in different cities. I'll rent an apartment or whatever, but I moved back here probably about 15 years ago, right after I joined Jefferson Starship. So I'm based here.
Is everyone based in Chicago?
No, just me. I'm the only one. Everyone else is California. Jude, our guitar player, lives in LA, and the rest of the band are, based near the Bay Area or the Sierras. So we all meet up on the road, and then we say bye, and we meet up on the next one.
So you talk about meeting up on the road. Do you guys meet up and rehearse before you go on tour? How does that work?
Yeah, well, we play so much that unless we're working something new into the show or an old song that we haven't played in a long time, we don't really need to rehearse. We sound check before the show. And if we really needed to rehearse for something, I might go out to California and for a few days and hang out with the band. But we mostly, we play fairly the same show, and we've been playing these songs for so many years. We can even whip out ones we haven't played in a long time and still remember them. So we don't do a lot of rehearsing.
So it really is like second nature to you guys. That's what I'm learning when it comes to musicians who have been in the game for a while. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is. Except for those moments where you're like, oh my God, I forgot the words, and you blank, that does happen, especially if we played a song already in sound check. And when we're playing it during the show, I might get lost because I think, oh, I already sang those words. But no, that was 5 hours ago.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like that happens to everyone, just like
Yeah.
every day. This year the band is celebrating 50 years. What does that mean to you?
It's incredible. It's just a testament to the great catalog of music and the great legacy of this band and the people that created it. And it's such an honor to be here and to be part of it and representing it. And, you know, for all intents and purposes, I mean, this is my band now, you know, it was my favorite, one of my favorite bands as a kid. And now to be the lead singer and I'm celebrating 16 years in the band in March. So it's been more than half my career at this point, and it's pretty cool to be standing here celebrating this music that I loved growing up and being part of it now.
That is awesome. How would you say the music has evolved?
Well, it evolves, whether, you know, I mean, we've never really tried to play it exactly like the record or sound exactly like the record. And you know, every musician has their own personality and style. And sure, you know, we could go and dissect it all and do it note for note. But, you know, it's just like when you play it so many times, we've always been given the freedom to explore the music, not to just feel the need to recreate it note for note. So the Jefferson Airplane was a very improvisational band. Unlike Jefferson Starship, that was more, I think, especially as it got in towards the 80s, more structured, more pop, more produced. But the roots of it and where it comes from is this freedom to explore. So we always have fun with it. It's never the same twice, even if we tried, you know.
And what is your favorite song to perform?
Oh, everyone asks me that, but there's so many good ones. You know, I love how our set kind of goes through a motion and it ends on a ramp that just takes off, and so we end on the highest crescendo, you know. And so I just love the feel of our show right now and how it ebbs and flows. So we're playing mostly all hits or all songs that I would want to hear as a fan, and maybe one or two from our new record, probably just one. But yeah, I don't have a favorite.
Okay, yeah, I feel as though at concerts you could definitely tell which songs are the fan favorites and really get the crowds going.
The fans absolutely love certain songs.
Which songs do they love the most, do you think?
They love Miracles. They love all of them, but they love Nothing's Gonna Stop Us. They love Jane, Somebody to Love, Sarah, Find Your Way Back. I mean, I could go on. They love them all. They're all great songs.
And what's it like?
We have the really unique problem of having too many great songs to choose from sometimes.
That is so true.
We're set to a confined, we're like, well, what song do we cut? You know, like, it's like, which one of your fingers are you going to cut off? You know, there's no good choice.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What's it like being on the road? Do you guys have breaks? Do you get to see your family?
Yeah, we have a lot of breaks, and we've been on a big break. So I'm excited to get back on the road this weekend. It's been a really slow December and January, so we're really excited to get on the road. And a lot of times we do fly dates over the weekend. Sometimes we'll do a bus tour, but never for that long. And as in the case of last year, like my family got to come out on the road and hang out for some shows on the East Coast. And so yeah, get to see him a lot. And I think everybody, it's like, we have just the perfect balance of, as Donnie, our drummer, would say, quality time on the road and quality time at home.
That is really awesome to hear. What can people expect from the show?
They can expect to hear the greatest hits of Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, and Starship, with a few surprise gems that the fans will love. If you're a fan of this music, you will love this show. It's like a time machine trip. And I think music is one of those things, those intangible things in life that is like a time machine, and it takes you, hearing a song can take you back in time and remind you of, so, like, your younger years, or, oh, I remember the first time I hear this song. Like, every time we hear Jane, I just visualize myself in my parents' station wagon, and I love that about music. And so we kind of have a time machine sort of theme going on.
I love that, and I absolutely agree. Okay, so what are you looking forward to when it comes to your show in Daytona Beach?
Well, I'm loving to come down to Florida where it's warm in the winter. I'm loving to see all the great Florida fans that we have. We love you guys. We miss you. We try to come there as much as we can. I've got a lot of family down there, so I'll probably see some of my cousins, and it'll be great to be down there. We cannot wait to see all of you out there at the show.
That is so awesome to hear. Is there anything else you want to bring up for your fans?
Just check us out, jeffersonstarship.com. We're on all the social media, Facebook, all the things, Instagram, all of them. Come find us, and we'd love to see you out at a show. Wear your tie-dye.
Oh, is that like a theme, or that people wear tie-dye?
Oh, yeah. Peace and love.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Cathy. Again, Jefferson Starship.
Thank you, Brooke. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Jefferson Starship will be in Daytona Beach February 16th at the Peabody Auditorium.
Awesome. See ya.